Okay, so I was asked to read facts from my shark book, but I'm going to try to hurry because I already filmed it and I went past the time that I can upload. So I'll try to tell you the most important things. These two sharks are pretty cool looking. Just wanted to point that out. So the megalodon, which I know some people probably want to hear about, is 52 feet in length and 48 tons. And its jaw is 6 feet wide. Right? Wide? Oh, 6 feet across. 6 feet across. Some people think that it's still alive in the deep waters, but that is called wishful thinking. Sharks lack a swim bladder, which a lot of fish have. And despite of what Hollywood actually shows, sharks rarely ever come to the surface high enough for their fin to break it. So you'll see the fin come out of the water. That's normally not what happens. They don't come high enough to actually do that. So this is what shark skin looks like. I think that's pretty cool. They're called denticles. They're like tooth-like stuff. And it reduces drag. It's more energetically efficient. It dampens noise. And when you stroke it like towards the tail, it's really smooth. But when you stroke it towards the head, it's like sandpaper. Sharks have many rows of teeth. The bull shark has 12 to 13. And the basking shark has over 200 rows of teeth. They lose their teeth all throughout their lifetime. What is cool is that their jaw is not connected to their skull. So that means that they can extend or protrude its jaw. Pretty freaking lit. I'm not gonna read you guys any of that because most can quite literally throw up their stomach to get rid of indigestible foods and then retract it. Which is what some of the fishermen do, because we don't know what sharks eat unless you kill them. So they would take a live shark, hold it down, and put a tube into their stomach, and then take their stomach out, take the food out, and then put their stomach back in, which it does no harm to the shark because that's what they do anyway, so, which is fine, I guess. Few sharks, like the bull shark, are capable of going into freshwater systems, but they don't normally do that unless there's salt. Male sharks must rely on their teeth to hold onto the female during mating, and the only sharks actually that have been recorded mating is the nurse shark. So this would be probably a girl because it looks like she has mating scarring on her. And the females basically join together when they're all pregnant, and then they go somewhere, like a group of them, and then they go somewhere, then have their babies, and then leave. They have sensory systems of light, sound, electricity, scent, water movement, and taste. Sharks' eyes allow them to see almost 360 degrees. They have ultraviolet filters. They believe that sharks are colorblind and that they use their vision during their final approach to the prey. Most sharks have a film over their eye so that when they go to attack the prey, the film goes over their eye so it protects it, which is pretty cool. Their brain is 18% of their weight. Sharks do not have tongues, so they cannot have a difference between sour, bitter, sweet. But they use their taste buds to determine what is and what isn't food. They have a special sensory system called the lateral line, which allows them to detect movements in water. They can detect low-frequency sounds from distances in excess of 270 yards. They are able to detect electrical fields as low as 1/1000th of a volt. Which is why if you ever watched Jaws 2, when he's smacking onto the power line or whatever, they can sense it. Which, I mean, that's kind of obvious in the movie, but 50% of sharks live in water bordering continents. 5% live in open ocean, and 5% live in fresh water. There's only one group of shark, the sleeper shark, that lives in the polar waters. The deepest dwelling sharks live below 30,000 feet. But there's a rare shark, or a rare time when a shark went 12,000 feet below. Skipping all this. I already said that. Okay, so at least one group of shark is parasitic, and that is the cookie cutter shark, which literally, it bites into you and creates a circle, which is why it's called cookie cutter shark. And it bites like tuna or other sharks or whales or something, and then it leaves. So the sedentary sharks, they require 4 to 3 days to digest a meal. And the more active sharks, like the mako, require a day or 2 to digest a meal. Most do not form schools. The scallop hammerheads do, which they're pretty lit, let's just say. Most sharks don't mature until they're 4 or 5 years old, but in some cases it goes past 20 years old. Imagine being 20 years old and not maturing. So they don't know how old sharks are. Shark's backbone, which grows much like a tree, laying down rings that can be counted to estimate age, but they don't know if 1 ring equals 1 year or not. So, but we do know for sure that sandbar sharks live over 30 years, lemon sharks over 50, whale sharks over 60, spiny dogfish over 80, and Greenland sharks over 100 years old. Like the parasites, some of them go into the eye of the shark and will make them go blind. In one extreme case, 2 9-inch eels were found in the heart of a mako. That's so sad. But like scalloped hammerheads are pretty freaking smart because they go to cleaning stations, is what they're called. And they go down and like, here, I'll show you a picture. And like these fish, I don't know if you can even see the fish, but like the fish will eat the parasites. It's pretty crazy. So there was 15%. Okay, so to date, there's the IUCN, which is the Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources, has evaluated 475 shark species. 13% are characterized as critically endangered. 13% as near threatened. 29% as least concern or low risk. And 43% lack sufficient data to draw conclusions. The great white shark right now is being protected. So, here's shark attacks, because I know people freak out about that. So, from 2005 to 2014, 702 shark attacks were recorded. 31% were in Florida. Australia, 18%. Hawaii, 15%. Oh no, Hawaii, 8%, I'm sorry. South Africa, 6%. South Carolina, 5%. California, 5%. On average, there's about 70 shark attacks worldwide every year, and possibly 25 to 50 that were not reported. It is important to note that by far most of these attacks are minor, resulting in flesh wounds flesh wounds and abrasions that are quickly and easily treated. About 10% of all of these attacks reported since 1990 have been fatal. Odds of suffering a drowning or other beach-related fatality were 1 in 2 million, whereas risk of being attacked by a shark is 1 in 11.5 million, and odds of shark-inflicted fatality were 1 in 264.2 million. So, most of shark attacks, they're trying to, that's a seal, by the way, but when they bite you, they are trying to figure out probably what you are. They confuse you as food, but they leave. They don't like the taste of humans, despite what people think. Don't get me wrong, I love Jaws. I love it a lot, and it's what got me into this. But because of that movie, there was a lot of sharks that were killed for no reason, so. But most of the attacks were great white, 38%. Tiger shark, 13%. Bull shark, 12%. Unidentified shark, 6%. Sand tiger, 4%. Wapagong, 3%. And tifted ammonites, 2%. Wabagongs, I can understand why a wabagong would attack you. It's because they're like nurse sharks. They stay on the ground and they're kind of flattish. So I'd imagine that people stepped on them and they bit you. That's all I can think of. Believe it or not, tiger sharks are more aggressive than great whites. But hey. Most sharks tend to feed at dawn or dusk. So what they say is to stay close to the shore, do not swim with an open wound, and avoid wearing shiny jewelry. Murky waters and sandbars are good feeding areas for sharks because they can ambush prey. Don't put yourself in the position of becoming prey. Do not harass, bother, touch, or grab a shark in any way. This may provoke an attack. It sounds stupid, but a lot of people have done it. So there are over 500 species of sharks, and because of language issues, they're all Latin named. And that's where I get to part 2. So if you would like me to do part 2, feel free. But by Latin name, the great white is the Carcharodon calcareus. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's either Carcharodon calcareus or that's what I can think of. Carcharodon calcareus. I actually learned that from Jaws. But they have a lot of different names. The megalodon, I think, is like Carcharodon megalodon. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. But yeah, if you would like me to do the second part of the actual sharks, because they have pictures of these sharks and everything. If you'd like me to do that, I would be glad to. So just comment down below and have a great day.